Welcome to this week's segment of Inside the Halls of Hallsville ISD, brought to you by Bubbles 33 of Longview and Roof Masters of Hallsville. I'm James Burt, and got Guy Walker. Today we have Angel Wooten. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. So we talked to Elijah earlier on the barbecue team.
Yes.
So get this, if I'm right here, you're head of culinary arts, or should I say culinary arts teacher, or how's that?
I'm a culinary arts teacher.
Okay. Do we have more than one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Who's the other one?
Mallory Hammonds.
Okay.
And Roxanne Guy also teaches some culinary classes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but you are the sponsor for the barbecue team.
Yes.
All right. So tell us a little bit about that.
I had heard about barbecue team at a couple of different teacher conferences. One that I go to specifically for culinary, Mike Erickson was there, and he was talking about barbecue team. He created National High School Barbecue Association back in 2018. And so I kind of got to thinking about it, and then the next year, one of our ag teachers came to me, and he was like, "Hey, what do you think about starting a barbecue team?" And I was like, "Are you going to help?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll help." And I was like, "Cool." So we decided to start. We got a couple of practices in, and he was like, "This is really conflicting with my schedule because a lot of the ags competitions are the same days as the barbecue competitions." So he kind of stepped back, and I stepped up, and my husband stepped up to help, and we've been doing it ever since.
I can't think of another better competition than barbecue competition. That is, I mean, how could you? Barbecue's the best, for sure. So, what is your favorite kind of barbecue?
Probably ribs.
Ribs. So, what is your favorite type? A little hot and spicy, or a little sweet with a little heat? Or?
I like them a little sweet with a little heat. It has to be a nice balance.
Now, some people say when it falls off the bone, it's overcooked.
That's right.
That's right.
So you want a good crisp bite and kind of pull it off.
You
right?
want to be able to bite it off the bone, but whenever you're done, you want that bone to be clean.
Nice and clean.
Yep.
So being the sponsor of the barbecue team, what do you find is most exciting for you?
The most exciting thing is just walking into the award ceremony at the end. You know, knowing that they did well, not knowing how they're going to do, but just seeing all of their faces excited to see how everybody did.
Being a barbecue team, too, with the students, I would assume you kind of have a mix of different personalities and different people. It's not so much, the barbecue is, across the board, anybody can really do it. So how does that work out? Is that how it is, or?
That's definitely how it is. Every single one of those kids on the team have a different personality, a different reason why they're there. I feel like a lot of those kids have a passion for cooking, even if they're not in culinary, and they saw this as a chance to bring their competitive side out. Cool. And they're doing the best that they can. They really put in some work and put the time in.
So what you just said a while ago is not 100% true. Not everybody can barbecue, because I've had some bad barbecue. Is that a true statement?
I believe that's a true statement.
You can overcook a chicken in a heartbeat, or you can overcook some ribs in a heartbeat, or undercook them and be kind of tough. So did you have how did kids get on the barbecue team? Do they have to try out for it? Or just everybody come cook?
So this is our second year. Last year we started with just kind of whoever was interested, and we ended up with about eight students at the end of the year. And then this year we have 12, enough for 2 teams and 2 alternates. And I have not made them try out, but depending on how many interested I have next year, there will be tryouts.
So we have a competition coming in this weekend in Halls. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We got.
It's a regional qualifier for state. We have at least 10 teams coming that we know of. Everybody's cooking, trying to get to state. We have one of our Hallsville teams has already made it to state, and the one cooking this weekend, we're hoping to punch our ticket.
So is it a point system? How does that work out?
So it's per regional qualifier. You can earn your trip to state during any regional qualifier if you place in the top 5.
Okay.
So how many qualifiers have we went to so far? I mean, obviously, young man, he didn't need but one practice a while ago, and he's already in the state. I mean, that's pretty good.
Eli was cooked with us last year. He was pretty successful, and this year he's doing chicken. He was in football. And so that's why he didn't make it to a lot of practices.
That's
We
just
had
crazy.
plenty, but he didn't come. He was being very kind to himself, I guess. But he actually was regional. He was the. I'm sorry. Yep.
He's done well.
Did very well.
He placed second out of 22 teams at our last competition.
What is the hardest
good.
what is the hardest to cook in barbecue, in your opinion?
Ooh,
Chicken to me chicken is,
I'm gonna say skirt steak.
really.
Reason being is most people don't like skirt steak. If you don't know how to cook it, you don't properly tenderize it. If you don't marinate it long enough, it's tough, and if you don't know how to cut it, it's tough. You either got to know what you're doing or don't do it.
Skirt steak. See, because it's again what you say. You can overcook skirt steak just like that, and you can undercook it and still be tough.
Now, cooking wise, it doesn't take long.
Right.
It literally takes
Yeah.
less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's quick.
But it's getting to that point.
So getting to that point, does that start that morning when competition starts, or do you have things prepped for the night before, or how's that work?
So students are allowed to put together seasonings and things, but they can't prep any of their meat.
Okay.
The morning of, they all reach in and pick out a random number, and that's their meat picking number. So if they get 1, then they get to pick first.
Really?
If they get 10, then they have to pick last. If there's only 10 teams.
So you get the junky meat at the end if you're number 10.
Right. And they have to know what they're looking for with raw meat. They have to be ready to go. Once they pick their meat up, they can begin prepping.
Okay.
Usually if we start at, they have to be there at 7 to set up, ready by 8. We'll have a cooks meeting at 8:30. They'll have to pick their meat at 9, and then at 9 o'clock they can start cooking.
Or marinating or whatever.
Or marinating or
That's
whatever.
starting
it
the
is.
fire and everything. They think they can't have the pre-start fire at all.
No.
Oh wow! So
That's
you're
fun.
working your tail off the entire time.
At 8:30, adults are allowed to go in and help them start their fires, and then at 9 o'clock they have to get out.
So as the team coach, do you go and check on everybody? And at the end of your day, are you just wore out?
I'll tell you, it's a lot, and the day moves so fast. We always talk about how quick it goes because it's like we just got here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot. It gets pretty tiring.
Sounds fun.
Does sound.
It is fun.
And you're also the culinary teacher, and teaching kids how to cook. Is that a rewarding thing for you?
Absolutely. Whenever kids come in and they're like, I don't know if I can cook, or I kind of like to cook, but I don't really know what I'm doing. It's my favorite thing to watch their passion develop and grow. I love that.
So didn't have all that back when I was in school. I wished I'd had a teacher like you and coming. And how long have you been teaching?
This is my 5th year.
5th year.
I never ever thought that I would be a teacher, but I love it.
So real quick, because we're way past the time, but what did you do before that led you to, or have you already been a chef, or, okay.
Yes, I was a chef. I graduated from La Cordon Bleu in 2012, and I worked in various places. I was a pastry chef for some different restaurants. I've worked in bakeries. I worked for Carlos Bakery, which is Cake Boss, if you didn't know. I've done a lot of things, and then I moved back here to Longview, and there's not a whole lot of culinary opportunity here. So,
Wow.
Is Chef Wooten or Chef Angel?
Chef Wooten.
Chef Wooten? That's what I'm talking about.
We're privileged.
That's all I'm calling from now. Chef Wooten.
That's it. Thank you for stepping in today, being here and doing this for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being at Hallsville and bringing
Yeah.
what you know. Obviously,
Yeah, exactly.
We're very
it.
appreciative of that. Good luck this weekend hosting. Maybe, hopefully, we will know that the second team gets in there.
Yeah, I'm confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some good stuff. I can't wait for y'all to try it.
I'm fired up. I'm one of the
He's-
judges.
he's
I'm really fired up about it.
So y'all come out, walk around, check everything out on Saturday. We'll love to have you down here and support the Bobcats. And once again, thank y'all.
Yeah.
Chef
Go
Wooten.
Bobcats, Lady Cats. Y'all have a great day.